Hi everyone, it's Jill from Jilly Bean Studio. I hope you're well and I hope you have some creative time today. These are my current journals, a Hobonichi Day Free and a junk journal. And today I am working in my junk journal on a traveler's notebook insert. And I have been working in my Hobonichi, but I'm trying to finish this junk journal and I've been putting a lot of my energy into what my December will look like. Originally, I was going to use a traveler's notebook insert that's already pre-made, but it's a little bit big. So I think something like 60 pages. So what I decided to do was take apart this traveler's notebook that I already bought at Joann's or Michael's or one of the craft stores. It measures about 8.5, I think, by 4.5-ish. And it has dot and grid paper in it. And the reason I took it apart is because I really want a smaller insert in my junk journal. So I'm going to use this scrapbook paper in this pretty evergreen color and put this in the back of my junk journal that I've been using in mostly September, October, and now in November. So I'm just going to measure the size of the old cover and use a white colored pencil to outline it, line that up. And I'm also thinking about using on the cover that pretty origami paper that has a peppermint stripe in it, maybe some of the stickers, that doily on the top right. I'm really playing in this session and I hope you have your supplies. Oh, there we go. I went to cut that on my paper cutter. I hope that you gather the supplies that you have at hand and can have some time to journal with me today. So here it is. This is the plan. Going to use this as the December insert in the back of the fall journal. And I like that because then all of the 2021 journaling in this junk style journal will be all together. So I'm just, again, organizing scraps, book pages, stickers, thinking about what I have, and Posca pens. I love these cute stickers, and oh yeah, just went back to rearrange and grab some more. So at this stage in the journal session and process, it really is just about playing around. And I don't know about you, do you do that? Gather what you have, start thinking and playing. So again, I went to, sorry, I keep fast forwarding and gathering, but in this case, I have a printout I wanted to get from my printer. And this is a gnome illustration, doodle illustration that I made. And I'm thinking about using that either in the notebook or in the cover. So I just wanted to quickly show you, if you like cutie pie gnomes, they're so easy to doodle. You could easily do this as well. Just get a floppy hat and, you know, a basic body shape, sort of a rectangle-ish, a beard, the nose in there, and the feet, a little pom-pom on the hat, and that's it. So those are my gnomes for my December journal, and I'm just not sure. I was thinking for a while maybe I would use them on the cover, but in the end decided to use this, start off with this book page. Decisions finally have to be made, right? So I'm jumping in with this book page, and I really like tearing book pages in paper with a metal ruler. I think that's they're so handy to have around. And I also like that evergreen, so I'm going to save that for the journal or for the junk journal later. I'm just measuring here. And yeah, I think that will be the bottom part of the cover. So in this journal session, I am going to take you through making the cover, the entire cover, and binding in the signature, the inserts and the paper. So later towards the end of the video, I'll show you that. So by the end of this video, we will have a complete Traveler's Notebook junk journal insert. So I hope whatever time of year that you are journaling, you're enjoying it. Are you a person who likes to use book pages, recycle things? Do you like to doodle and illustrate? I think all of those things are definitely in my journaling process and the supplies that I like to have on hand and nearby. So again, more gathering and glue sticking. This is one of my go-to glue sticks. I really like that brand. I think I keep that right by my desk. And yeah, so we're just going to plop this down on the bottom. And I sort of have, I don't know, 1/3 of the cover covered, so to speak. And one of my art friends suggested to me, and I don't know, I think it's a great suggestion and a tip I'd love to pass on, is that sometimes if you have 1/3 of a page looking one way in terms of the elements that you use, and then add on the other 2/3 of the page something else, the way you balance your pages or illustration, I don't know, it provides a level of balance. I'm not sure I'm exactly at 1/3. I'm a measure with the definite-ish side. But anyway, I think that the way I've sort of decided to make this cover, I like that idea. And right now, I'm going in and just sort of setting up the outline for some snowflakes. And I really love using white pencils and white gel pens on dark paper. So I thought this would be a fun way to add some illustrations to the cover. I'm going to do a large snowflake in the middle, the medium on the left-hand side, and a small one, there it is, the Signo gel pen. I really love that one on the top. And these are really simple. If you're not an illustrator or a doodler, anybody can do this. Really calming as well. I think it took me probably 20 minutes or so to really get them done. So again, I like to do highlights in my videos sometimes, so I'll keep speeding up the process for you. But if you have some journaling time in a 20-minute stretch or so, just go in, measure your snowflakes the way you want them size-wise, and then I'm just going in with the dots. And I tell you, this was a very relaxing part of the journal session. And if you've watched any of my videos before, you know I am a big fan of dots. I think using those in your notebooks for illustrations or for touching up a page is really a lot of fun. So again, speeding up the process slightly here, outlining that, and then the V's are just on the ends, and you can also put them in between because of the snowflake shape. So just sort of playing around here with the gel pen and the dots and V's method, highly recommended. And now I considered for a while making more of a symmetrical, perhaps maybe like a mandala shape, and I was going in with the pencil again because I wasn't sure exactly what I wanted to do. So that way I was sort of building on the symmetry of the snowflake. I played around with that idea for a while, added some more dots to that, and just thought, what do I want to do? And while I was thinking, I think it's Gail Agostinelli who says this. I watch her YouTube channel. She has so many things going on. I can link her below. She has a motto, think and ink, or ink and think. I don't know if I have that right. I'll have to check that out. But one way or the other, I am inking and thinking. And in that process, I decided actually to change my mind and sticker. I kept looking at these cute little stickers and thought that the snowman would be a really nice focal point. So anyways, check out Gail Agostinelli if you love junk journaling. She has so many videos. I think she almost has one a day. And again, I'll link her below. But thinking and inking, or inking and thinking, that's what I was doing. And I ended up putting a sticker down and deciding, should I use a sticker again on the medium? But then I realized that wouldn't work at all, would it? Because then the medium really wouldn't be medium. It would sort of start looking like the large snowflake. So decided against that and ended up kind of just finishing that off with dots and V's, and then adding the sweet little doily that I had in my stash, sort of snowflake-like, right? And so yeah, that's a close-up of this part of the journal session. And I like that. I love the little snowman. I love the journal process. You don't really know what you're gonna do. It evolves as you go. And now I'm taking a paper bag I think I got from the dollar store and playing around. I took a little bit of the border there and the border from that origami paper that I love that reminds me of a candy cane or peppermint pattern. And I'm going to use more of this bag later inside the journal with that great lettering, the festive season of happiness and joy. I like that lettering. I also have some of the Tim Holtz, I think they're called bottle caps. I don't know. I have them scattered about. I was thinking of those. I just pushed one up to the right-hand corner. And maybe they're called milk caps. I'm not sure. But those are really cute. So I was thinking about those. And anyways, just touching this up with a little bit of a border. And I like that. And I decided also to add a book page. I love that from a children's book. I'm not exactly sure. That was in my stash for a while where that came from. And here is my non-fancy binding method. There's the awl or the pokey tool, some string. And this time around, I used clear tape as my needle because I don't have a needle with a large enough eye to actually get through the, to actually add the string on it. The string will not fit through the eye is what I mean by that. And now I'm just gonna clip my pages so they don't wiggle away from me. And again, this insert has about 8 dot grid pages and then that book page. So I'll have plenty for a December daily if I decide to go that route. I never really know until I start journaling and look at the month. So decision to be continued. And yeah, so I don't know if you've ever tried binding a book, if you're new to journaling or you're an expert, but this little dollar store basket and an old book block I use, and I find it really handy. If you just clip your pages together and then insert them in the book, you get a really nice angle. So sorry, I'm fiddling and faddling with clipping them because the one thing you don't want to do is have them crooked when you clip them in. So a little adjustment there. And I hope you're journaling during all these adjustments. And I'm poking the hole, measuring where the old staples were in the notebook that I took from the craft store. And I'm really now making the holes very big because this string, I just really liked it. I like the rustic look of it. But the holes have to be pretty big in order for the string. There we go. I think they're going to work, but I am going to go through this side as well. There. Poking that in. Adjusting. Oh, goodness. And yeah, there's the trick, right? Ah. There we go. A little tug and it's in. So clear tape is a trick and tip for you if you're using string and making your holes big. I'm not quite sure if this is even considered a pamphlet stitch or not, but this is my binding. I usually use a 3-hole pamphlet stitch, and there we are. I went in from the outside in and then back out because I wanted to tie the string and the bow on the outside. So give that a really good tug and make a little knot first. Here we go. And your bow. I don't know about you, I am just always happy when I make a journal. This is a very happy moment. All these bits and pieces were separate a few minutes ago, and now it's a journal. Yay! All right, so I love that elf, and now I have a smaller insert that I think will work much better for my December journaling. There it is. So I hope your journaling session has been fun. Here is a bit of a close-up, again to the cover, the snowflakes. So easy. I hope you try that. Gel pen on dark paper, that sweet origami paper with the candy stripe. Never use those Posca markers, but that's okay. And thank you so much for stopping by my channel. I really appreciate you watching.